Simultus Functional Training, Part 4, Status Monitor, Signal Setter, Gamepad. The values of binary and numeric variables can be changed using the status monitor or the signal setter. We can also do it with the help of a gamepad. If we do not use registers or markers in our program, then the input values of the function can be changed from the setters. On the I/O card, we have a momentary button and a switch. After inserting these function blocks into the simulation diagram, the corresponding buttons and switches will appear on the left panel. We can name them, and after running the simulation, observe their status on the diagram.
If the program also uses markers, for example, the VM1 marker, then its status can be changed in the status monitor as well.
However, if we want to change the numerical value, we have two options. The first is the slider that will appear when we insert a slider function block on the diagram.
We can also use a register, for example, the VR2 register, and change its value in the status monitor.
We will now perform a simple mathematical operation on these two values. For example, we can add them together.
We will forward the result of this action to the VR5 register.
All markers used in our program, that is VM1, VM2, and registers VR2 and VR5, are visible in the status monitor. We will now run a simulation to check the result of this action. It should be inserted into the VR5 register. We will use the slider to set the first value at 30. Because the value in the VR2 register is set to 0, the VR5 register should display 30 as its value. We will now use the status monitor to change the value of the VR2 register to 15. We can see that the value of 45 appeared in the VR5 register, which is the sum of values set with the slider and the value from the VR2 register. By changing the position of the slider, we change the result of the action. Another way to add value to variables is to use a gaming pad. To do this, we need to insert a block called gamepad into the diagram of our project. We can use the buttons state as binary values and the joystick's positions as numerical values. A pad connected to the computer is detected automatically. It will be listed under the Properties panel. There is no pad connected to the computer at this moment, so the device's name is not displayed on the list. Several pads can be used in the project simultaneously. In the example shown, one pad was used, where the joystick is used to control the movement of the forklift, and the buttons are used to control the movement of its forks. On the right side of the screen, you can see the status of the function block outputs, and on the left side, the behavior of the forklift model. By using the buttons assigned to the respective functions, they can be extended, raised, or tilted. We can use multiple buttons at the same time. The control of the forklift is done by controlling the interconnected coordinate systems. These connections are visible as a tree on the left side of the visualization screen and as lines connecting the coordinate systems in the 3D view. The use of the gamepad gives a lot of possibilities. For example, we can try to create our own game in the program environment, or use it as a simple console with buttons controlling our device.